Welcome to News in Brief from RJ Global Network. Grand Ayatollah Shirazi welcomes masses of people at his central office. The Grand Islamic jurist Ayatollah Shirazi welcomes big numbers of Islamic scholars, religious, cultural, and social activists, the university figures, and the masses of people from around the world at his central office in the holy city of Qom in Iran. During these meetings, the guests offer reports of their activities to the Grand Jurist and listen to the guidelines of His Eminence. Belgium citizen meets Grand Ayatollah Shirazi. In the past few days, a Catholic Belgium citizen met with the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi at the central office of the Grand Jurist in Holy Qom, Iran. During this meeting, the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi pointed to the history of the leadership of Imam Ali, peace be upon him, and stated the so-called free world will be overwhelmed if it reads about the vast freedoms under Imam Ali's leadership. Furthermore, the Grand Islamic Authority Ayatollah Shirazi added the history testifies that there were no cases of political imprisonment or execution under the leadership of Imam Ali, peace be upon him. Freedom, in its true sense, was only actualized during the reign of the Holy Prophet of Islam and Imam Ali, peace be upon them. The Grand Jurist also referred to some reports about the economic situation of the Muslims under the leadership of Imam Ali and said the tenor of Imam Ali's leadership on the Muslim world was an exceptional experience where political, economic, and social prosperity and freedom reached its peaks. In the end, the Grand Jurist Ayatollah Shirazi prayed for the world to be saved from the corruption and oppression and recommended all non-Muslims to read about the history of Imam Ali, peace be upon him. Members of 14 Infallibles Institute visit children with autism. In an event co-organized by a community of university students, the members of the 14 Infallibles Institute paid a visit to the children with autism at a hospital in the Ghar town in Iraq. Following the orders of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi for giving service to the patients and children, the charitable Institute of 14 Infallibles distributed many gifts among these children. In addition, this charitable organization offered its financial helps to these patients. Autism is a mental disorder characterized by great difficulty in communicating and forming relationships with other people and in using language and abstract concepts. In the end, Sheikh Abdul Ma'ash, the head of 14 Infallible Institute, appreciated the attendees for this humanitarian gesture. Al-Anwar Cultural Institute publishes The Path of Shia. With the efforts of Al-Anwar Cultural Institute, the ethic courses of the Grand Islamic Authority Ayatollah Shirazi were compiled and published under the title of Nahj al-Shia, meaning The Path of Shia. This book, which is published in Arabic, is a translation of the Persian version with the same title. It is noteworthy that the book of Nahj al-Shia is a study on the series of Hadith by Imam Sadiq, peace be upon him. Imam Hadi Institute founds virtual Islamic Seminary in Afghanistan. Imam Hadi Institute founds a virtual Islamic Seminary in Afghanistan in order to promote the religious education in this country and making the youth familiar with the teaching of the pure Ahlul Bayt, peace be upon them. This institute, which is located in the Afghan capital, Kabul, is affiliated to the office of the Grand Jurist Ayatollah Shirazi. This virtual Islamic Seminary will help thousands of ardent students of Islamic sciences to pursue their studies from all around this country. Managers of Shia Islamic centers meet in Baghdad, Iraq. In the past few days, the managers of Shia Islamic centers came together in the Iraqi capital, Baghdad, in order to discuss the latest military, social, and political developments in the country. In addition, the participants exchanged their views on the role of Islamic seminaries in the victories of Iraqi volunteer forces against ISIS and the current activities of political and jihadi councils of Iraq. Master Ali Sarbai, the head of an office affiliated to the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi, was also among the attendants. Head of Baghdad Cultural Islamic Center meets senior police officer and public army commanders. Master Rufi Saidi, the head of Baghdad Cultural and Islamic Center, held meetings with one of the senior officers of Baghdad Police Department. In this meeting, Master Saidi was informed of the latest security programs by the police force in the Iraqi capital, Baghdad. In addition, the head of Baghdad Cultural and Islamic Center visited a camp of Iraqi volunteer forces in Baghdad and talked to the army commanders and generals at this camp. During his visit, Master Rufi Saidi delivered the instruction and prayers of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi to these volunteer forces. It is noteworthy that several publications of the Grand Jurist were distributed at Baghdad Police Department and the camps of Iraqi volunteer forces.